Hello, friend. It's Lynn with Feather Song Crochet, and welcome to today's episode. Today is a stitch tutorial, and we're going to learn two different stitches, one that I love and I'm really familiar with, and the other one's kind of new, so it'll be new to both of us. So let's get started. The first stitch is called the waffle stitch, and I'm sure you've seen it or maybe heard of it, but it is fairly easy, and it's mostly all double crochets. We learn how to do the front post, and it comes out looking very, very cool, like a waffle. And I've made a couple items with this. I made a blanket for my sister. I think I made a scarf for myself. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's get to stitching the waffle stitch. Okay, let's start the waffle stitch, folks. Get my slip knot going. Okay, so we're going to chain in multiples of 3 and then add 4. Okay, so go ahead and chain in multiples of 3. I'm going to do about 18, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, I've got my chain ready. Now we're going to go back across in doubles. So you have to know how to do a double crochet to do this stitch. We're going to start in the second chain from your hook. Okay, we're going to put a double crochet right there. Here we go. And basically all you're going to do is double crochet all the way across your chain. Okay, so I got 2 double crochets here, 1 in each stitch. Let's keep going all the way down. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so when you get to the end of the row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, so in the bottom of this stitch right here, you're going to put a double crochet right in there. Okay, and now we're going to start doing the waffle part. So you're going to do a double crochet, but in the front post of not this one right here. So to do the front post, you're going to act like it's basically a double crochet, but instead of going in a stitch, you're going around this front stitch, kind of back behind it. Grab it, pull through, and there's a double crochet. And then you're going to do a double crochet in this stitch, the very next one, and the very next one. So the pattern is going in this row, front post double crochet, and then a regular double crochet in the next 2. So you can see here's my front post, 1, 2. This one's going to be a front post. The next one's going to be a front post. I'll show you that again. Here we go. This is your very next stitch. Instead of going in the top, you're going in the front post. Grab it and don't make it too tight. Okay, and then 2 more regular double crochet stitches in the actual stitch, and then front post, double crochet, front post, double crochet, double crochet. So it's kind of like a 3-stitch repeat. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so when you're here at the end, you're going to have 2 more stitches left. So right next to the front post, you're going to put another one, and in, because that's going to make part of your border, and in the last one, you're just going to put a double anywhere in that section because it looks kind of clumped up. Go ahead and just stick a regular double stitch in there. Excuse me, double crochet. So now you're going to chain 1 and turn, and this is going to be your back side. So this is a 2-row repeat, and this is the back of it. So let me show you what we're going to do. Okay, so now as you can see, we're going to do 2 regular double crochet stitches in here, these first 2, and then I'm going to show you a little trick to know that you're on the right track. Okay, so this is the back of your work, and you can kind of see I did these first 2 stitches here. These next 2 are kind of sticking up, and then there's one that's back. These next 2 are sticking up, and then there's one that's in back, and so on. Next 2, okay. So we're going to do the opposite. On the first row, we did double, double, front post, double, double, front post. Now we're doing double, front post, double, front post. So the ones that are sticking up on the back are going to be the front post. Okay, so I did the double here. I did my double for the border, and then I did my double just now for that. So we're going to do 2 front posts in a row. There's one of them. Here's the other. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down doing, let me take this out and show you. A double, 2 front posts, a double, 2 front posts. Remember, all these front posts are double. The whole thing is double crochet, just some we're putting in the stitch and some we're putting in the front post. Okay, so it's the opposite of the front. This back row in this 2 row repeat, this is the second row, is going to be double crochet, front post double, double crochet in the stitch, front post double, front post double. Okay, so we went all the way to the end. As you can see, I did 2 front posts and a regular double, 2 front posts and a regular, 2 front posts and a regular, all the way down and chain 1. Look what happens when you turn it over. You could start to see that waffle stitch. So yeah, so just keep going along. If you get turned around, messed up, just go back to the beginning of the section and follow directions again. But it's going to be really pretty. So yeah, one of my favorite stitches. Hope you enjoy this waffle stitch. So let's move on to the next one. All right, wasn't that fun? I like the waffle stitch a lot. Our next 3D stitch is not quite as 3D as the waffle stitch. It's called the blanket stitch. Now this stitch, I haven't made anything with it yet. And I've seen it all over the place and I've just never picked it up yet. So the blanket stitch is single crochets and double crochets and just how you place them. And it's going to look really pretty. So let's get started on the blanket stitch and we'll learn this together. Okay, everyone, we are going to chain multiples of 3 plus 1. This is starting our blanket stitch. I am using worsted weight and a 5mm hook. So multiples of 3 plus 1, and I'll meet you back here after you've done your chain. Okay, so I've got my chain. We're going to start by putting a double crochet in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. So you're going to double crochet right, oh, focus is going kind of wonky, right in there. Here we go, and bring it closer. Okay, this is going to create this extra stitch here. Okay, now from this point on, you're going to skip. This is kind of starting the sequence now. So now we're going to skip, let me hold a little closer, 2 chains. So it's in this one. We're going to skip 1, 2, and put a single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then 2 double crochets in the same stitch. There's 1 and 2. And that's basically our stitch repeat. We're going to skip 2 chains. It's more yarn here. So we're going to skip, that's in this one. We're going to skip 2 chains and put a single and then 2 doubles. And then skip 2, put a single and 2 doubles, same chain. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now we're at the end. We have 1 stitch left, and we're going to single crochet in that stitch. Okay, and then chain 3 and turn. All right, now see, oh, that's pretty. Now starting on this side, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to decrease, okay, in this first stitch right here, this big one. Okay, so let me get you started. I'm going to DC, double crochet in this stitch right there. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches. So you see we have 1, 2, and in this space. Okay, so now you can see we've got our double in this stitch here, and we're going to skip these 2. See how it looks like like a little triangle flower, a little blanket stitch? We're going to skip those 2 stitches that are part of that and go into this one. Okay, so it's going to be this one right here, single and 2 doubles right in that. It's kind of like, to me, it looks like a combination of a stitch and a space. You know what I mean? It looks like a chain space, and it looks like a V stitch at the same time. So there's that. Now let's see what's going to happen. We're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and go into this one. But see how at the top there's a V? We're going into the stitch, but it also looks kind of like a chain space. But it's just like a little triangle here at the top. So single crochet and 2 doubles. I think I like this stitch. I think I'm going to like this. I'm going to have to make a blanket with the blanket stitch, I think. That would be a novel idea, wouldn't it? Okay, let's see. So we'll do it one more time. Oh, this is going to be really pretty. Okay, so then we've got skip 1, 2, and we're going right in here. See, there's the stitch. We're going right in there. Okay, so I'll meet you. There's only like 1 or 2 more. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so here we are at the end, and we've got this left. So we're going to single crochet in this hole. It's kind of between the 2 stitches here. Single crochet. And then we're going to chain 3. And then just start over. So this is basically a 1-row repeat pattern. So let's do another row, see how it turns out. See, these are kind of sticking out a little bit. That's nice. This could be a nice squishy texture for this stitch. I like that. So let's do another row together, and then we'll come back and see how it looks. Okay, folks. So I went across my little sample swatch here. And remember, on the end, when you start, you do a double crochet into, after the chain 3, at the bottom of that stitch. So then after that, you're going to skip 2, single, double, double, skip 2, single, double, double, skip 2, single, double, double, and so forth. And then when you get to the end, you're going to have these 2 doubles, and right in between those, you're going to put a single. Chain 3, and start in this row, you're going to put that first double crochet right in there, okay? And then skip 2, single, double, double. So look at that. That is pretty. It's kind of like a little rosette in a way. Let's see how the front and back compare. Yeah, that looks a little bit different. And I think where it's more textured, well, I can't tell. But I think I like this side better. Yeah, this side looks more rosette-ish to me. But we'll see how it comes out. Yeah, that's really pretty. So good luck on this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on first the waffle, and then we did the blanket stitch. I am going to use this for my next project. I really like it. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me today for these 3D stitches that we learned. I hope you had a good time learning these. I hope these were easy for you to pick up and that you had a good time with me in this journey. And I also want to mention that every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, I do a live stream called Wednesday Whip Knockouts. So every Wednesday, 2 o'clock on my channel, you will join us for 3 20-minute segments working on your works in progress. And then at the end, we have a 5-minute stretching session. We do different stretches every week. So I hope to see you on Wednesdays live. And otherwise, I will be posting every other Friday. Please, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and comment to this video. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.